in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My journey code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one. I'm giving it soldier chills. My journey code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Deuce. Flip it. Check three. Hey, thumb. Check. Wait. Check.
Jameis now on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play fake. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. first carry for Darius Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets it down to the 3rd.
To Jordan Reed. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage. That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Forced out to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's now 3rd and 10.
Let's get it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Green, triple T. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, G.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And able to find Dorsett. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Switch. Flip it. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You got Ocean right there. 57's the mic.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
First down, Washington.
Got it. 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Let's go, D.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. and into Viking territory. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All day, dog. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Oh, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double dog, that's the way.
Jameis to throw it. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check.
Play action now. Winston. Looking left sideline. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Winston now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They run. Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous. 45.
Throwing. Winston. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. The goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Winston. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Switch up.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly.
From the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike's 50.
Again, it's Winston. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Give to Cook out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
45, 42. Let's go. Let's get this hot. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Winston. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, ready? Black 25. Right here.
3rd and goal. Winston. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Redskins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's the mic, right? 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Washington. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 31, Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They try right side here, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The 40-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
54.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain.
Easy as we can. He was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Winston again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And a loose football. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
He's checking.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again they run with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Triple T. Flip it.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch a slant. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 19. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll hand it out to Geis. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down now, it's Love. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Redskins.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
This is Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Redskins, they continue to put themselves...
Honey, I dash.